What's up, Supah Playaz? This is your host Tony G, bringing you another awesome Market Monday. And yes, it's my gorgeous face that you guys were able to see this time, because I was able to do a market watch early enough because I was able to get out a little earlier today. And so now you can see my beautiful face. And let's dive into this. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely hit that like button, subscribe, and definitely comment down below if I missed any cards this past weekend or last weekend that you want me to mention on the next Market Monday. So definitely stay tuned for all those awesome market watches. And so it's just like in the title, it's all blue and yellow cards that are dominating the format. We've been seeing like Kid Goku, or not Kid Goku, Kid Gohan, the higher dragon deck, just topping almost every regional or online regional that's been going on. And some of them are running all these cards. So if you're playing a blue deck or you're playing a yellow deck, you're definitely splashing these blue yellow cards in this. And so let's dive into what the cards are. Are we going to see them spike up after deck lists have been shown? But from what I've seen, from what my team has seen, these are the cards that people are playing. And let's get into this awesome market watch. So we're going to start off with SS Rose, Goku Black, Epical Schemer. And what's amazing about this guy, it's like it's a new Obuni. And what makes this card so good, at the end of the turn, switch up to one of your blue yellow multicolor cards into active mode. So pretty much at the end of turn, you switch one of your blue yellow cards. Very strong. And when this card is played from your hand, play 4 shadow tokens and they gain blocker until the end of your opponent's next turn. You have shadow tokens with 10,000 power and 5k combo, which is phenomenal. This is a stronger Obuni pretty much. Obuni allows you to do it once per turn. You look at the top card of your opponent's deck, and if it's a battle card, you restand 1 energy. But people aren't realizing how strong this card really is. It's going for a really cheap price. If you guys don't know, it's from the anniversary box, the newest one. But right now, obviously, it's 30 cents, $1 pretty much for the non-foil. But people are splashing that beautiful foiling card in those awesome decks. And let's see how much they're really going for. So they're going for $8.85. I don't know how much the cost of this card really was the last time we did a market watch. I should have looked at this card, but I mean, we've been seeing like a lot of blue yellow decks just topping recently. And so you're starting to see a lot of these cards going up in price. $15, and it's listed at $9.93. So you're seeing it go up, guys. So obviously the non-foil, if you're balling on a budget, definitely get the non-foil one. Works just as good. But if you want to bedazzle your deck, of course, you're going to be spending $15 for each SS Rose Goku Black. Very strong card. And then another card that people are splashing into is Bojack, Pinpoint of Onslaught. Very good card. It's a splashable engine, blue-yellow Bojack engine, Bojack Brigade engine. This guy's amazing because it ignores energy exhaust if you have a Bojack in the energy, or Bojack Brigade in your energy. And this card negate the skill of energy exhaust, which is phenomenal. Like I said, if you're trying to get the non-foil ones, or I think it come foil, so sorry. So this is the expansion card. There's only a few listings. People are actually buying this card, believe it or not. So it's at $248 and it's slowly going up, guys. I'm telling you, people are splashing this because Galactic Buster, talk about these cards obviously, are being bought and used in almost every competitive deck, and makes it so good, guys. So good. And obviously you're playing this card, ignoring energy exhaust. So $248, $3 is what you're going to be paying for this card. But it's going up. I mean, there's not that many listings, and now it's at $14 being the highest price. So there's only like a page pretty much of this card. So it kind of got bought out because people are using this. And then we go on to the next card that I thought was Galactic Buster. I think this card is busted in general. I always say this card is so good. If your leader card is obviously, I don't think it's leader restricted. You choose one of your mono blue energy cards. And oh no, it says if your leader card is a Bojack Brigade card or a mono blue card, never mind, it only works for blue decks. But like I said, blue decks are dominating too. It was sitting at $20. I mean, near mint, it's $15.99, and people are splashing this in those decks. I mean, very phenomenal. People are splashing it with Bean, obviously makes it the wombo combos in this deck very nutty. But very good card, very strong. Galactic Buster. And then we obviously got to talk about Bojack the Evildoer. People are splashing this as well into some decks, obviously because it helps ignore energy exhaust from the other Bojack Brigade card that we were just talking about that comes from the expansion. So obviously it's sitting at $115, $140 being the cheapest, 70 cents for shipping. You're looking at a $2 card. Obviously, if you get a parallel foil, it's $4, almost $5 for this card. So you pick and choose what you want to spend your money on and how much you're willing to spend on it. It could be a cheap deck, $2 for each card, or it could be an expensive deck. Obviously, foiling is $5 for each one. So pick and choose, pick your poison. If you want to run the most bedazzled deck, of course, splash it. If it's going to get you that dub, why not floss on your opponent and intimidate them? And then another card that everyone is talking about is Violent Rush Bojack. Like I said, people are using these cards because they're so strong. They're utilizing all the competitive decks. This guy is such a good card. It's splashable in almost any deck. And then, like I said, energy exhaust ignored because it's a Bojack Brigade with the other card. So, like I said, lightly played foil, $7.49. People have their play sets. I don't have it. I'm just going to use the non-foil version of it. But yeah, so this is another card that people are buying. 99 cents, $2 pretty much for the card, and $10 for the parallel foiling. So like I said, pick your poison of what you want to do. And then we're going to go on to Sacred Disbelief. Zamasu, people are playing this card as well. It was sitting at $15. It wasn't that expensive, and now it's slowly creeping back up. Like I said, there's not that many listings for a lot of these blue-yellow cards because, like I said, they're topping. Blue-yellow's dominating. Both blue and yellow leaders are just phenomenal, in my opinion. So you're starting to see a lot of these cards getting played, and there's not that many listings, of course. So heavily played is $15. Near mint is $20, and it's just slowly going up. I mean, it goes from 18 to 20 to 22. It just goes up like $2 every time. So definitely check these cards out. If you have them, I think it's a good time to sell them if you want to sell them and make a quick buck. But then we have the next card that is pretty busted that makes blue-yellow leaders just nuts because Zamasu the Eliminator is such a powerful card. Yes, it was sitting at $66 as a champ card. People are starting to get their entries or participation for this, but it's still a $50 card. I mean, very strong card, and it got bought out. I mean, people are buying this left and right, and they're trying to use it because this card is killer. It hits Unison, it hits battle cards that are 4 or less energy cost. So that's so powerful, especially because there's not that many interactions with Unisons besides this card now. And so obviously people are maining it. Very strong, sitting at $50 pretty much for one. And yeah, so definitely pick them up if you have them, or sell them, whatever you want to do. But that's how much you're gonna be paying for this card. This card is nuts. And then we go on to the next one, is Hit Rapid Movement, a very strong card that also came out in the same set with I think, I forgot which set is. Is it Salt of the Saiyans, I think? Malicious Machinations. So sorry. Wrong card. Wrong set, of course. But like I said, another card that people are just buying. Like I said, there's not that many listings. People are getting them. Lightly played, moderately played, near mint. $30, guys. I mean, I got this card for $2 when it first came out. And look at it. It's like 1,000% increase. $20. $29.99 being the most expensive, and cheapest being $5.48. And there's not that many listings, so look at that. After I showcase this on the channel, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get bought out. I mean, people are gonna pick them up because they're pretty cheap right now. And then we go on to the next one. It's Mecha Frieza Robotic Riposte. Very strong card. Another card that kind of saw a little bit of decline, but now it's going back up. I mean, the most expensive, like I said, there's only one listing. Another card, it's getting bought out. It's getting bought because competitive players are using this. Yellow and blue decks are dominating, like I keep saying. It went from being 27, it was sitting at like $40, but now it's going back up. So it was $27.99 cheapest. Now you'll find it for at least $35, or you'll be paying $30 for this. And that's a lightly played one. You see that? $30 and near mint. Yeah, so like I said, another card that's very strong and phenomenal. And then we got to talk about Goku Black Unforeseen Darkness. Some decks are running this, some decks aren't. Obviously, if you want to run the foil, it's $83, but if you want a normal playset, it tanked by a lot, but I think people are realizing how good of a card this really is. And it's $397 being non-foil, but if you want to get the foiling one, because that thing was so hard to get, it's actually a lot more expensive. So like I said, if you want to bedazzle your deck, go for it. If you don't, I mean, that's up to you guys, but you might intimidate your opponent with having a fancy deck. But there you guys have it. These are the blue-yellow cards that are dominating in the format. So if there's any cards that I forgot to mention that are worth mentioning, hit up in the comment section and let your Supah players know what cards to purchase and what cards are the hot commodity if they have it or don't, or maybe I should look into next set. So like always, definitely smash that like button, hit subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And like always, everybody from your Supah players, y'all stay Supah.